Hello friends, welcome back. This is episode 73 and it is time to face N and his very high level seasonal teams. But before we do that, there is a little bit of story to do. Apparently if you come here on a Friday, you get to talk to N in front of the Ferris wheel, and there he is. It's not actually Friday, I reset the DS's clock, but we'll keep that between you and me. This sure takes me back. You, ride the Ferris wheel with me. One more time, for old time's sakes. You, remind me of that trainer. Now that I think about it, we both rode this Ferris wheel too. I thought I remembered that, just wasn't sure what game it was from. Guess that was from Black and White. Making dreams come true is hard. I wonder if we will meet again. I'm sure we will one day in another playthrough of this, or perhaps a remake, if there's one coming soon. That made me remember that day. Sorry, I'll be going. Alright, and now we can head to N's castle and face him with, I believe, his summer team, which should be a sunny day themed team. Grass and fire types, probably. First things first, though, I'm going to put Altaria back in the PC and grab Bossa so that we have our full team. They do, once again, have their normal items and movesets and all that. I actually just reset the game because that ended up being the easiest way to do that. And it doesn't actually save before the tournament. Alright, so going to the PC. Also, I looked up the champion teams afterwards. I was curious what they had. And for one, they're not as strong as they seem. They're kind of just like, you know, Pokemon with... they have good natures and all that, I'm sure. But they have like random abilities and... their movesets are good, but I feel like in some of them I would have done things maybe a little bit differently. But interestingly, Iris is not one of the possible contenders in the champion tournament, which is kind of strange. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have her in there. I guess they didn't want to like rob the importance of the Elite Four rematch. And there are 7 contenders plus the player character, even without her. Alright, I am really hoping you don't need like strength or anything in this cave. I don't think you do, but we'll find out for sure in a second. And let's see, we don't have... we don't have Zoroark to guide us this time. And we have a wild Pokemon battle. Probably our last one of the series, but I'm going to run for it because Bulldor, as we know, can have Sturdy. Oh, also, I should probably choose who Nim disguises as. I like Asper's new haircut. So against a sunny day team, I don't know. It might be good to have a grass type or just thinking a second. Let's do actually a rock and fly. No, because the grass is good against rock. So I think so if it's grass and fire, we'd want a fire type, so we'll go with Bossa again. Because they're less likely to use their stab attacks against a fire type. At least that's my my theory here. Alright, and also for probably the last time, we'll pop a Repel, or 151. And hopefully I remember, is this the cave? Oh, I don't think that's it. Ah. I probably should open the map first. Actually, I think it's this one over here. Because I seem to remember a Zoroark guarding this cave. Yeah, I think this is the right way. And then over here. And yes, back to N's castle. Okay, I'll grab this. A grass gem. Don't really need that now. I don't think... I was going to at one point use gems for these end battles, just to have a chance to use them. But I feel like we got to see them a decent bit in the Pokemon World Tournament, so I'm just going to go with our normal hell items for these battles. This is N's childhood room. Not facing him there. He is all grown up now and will face us in the heart of the castle. I'm pretty sure there aren't wild Pokemon here, but I'm not going to use these repels for anything else, so might as well use them here. Alright, here we go. Okay, N, show us what you've got. Go to Dragon Spiral Tower, I will. I'll search for that trainer I battled 2 years ago, and I plan to say thank you. Is he not going to fight us, though? Maybe I have to meet him at Dragon Spiral Tower first? Alright, well, let me do some reading, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back, and at the top of Dragon Spiral Tower. It's not too interesting of a tower. There's a few like little jumping puzzles, but nothing too interesting, so I figured I would save a bit of time and just fast forward to being here. So apparently you need to, I think, catch either Zekrom or Reshiram. And yes, we will do that. And then by having one of them, you can go and encounter Kyurem at the Giant Chasm. And then once you've encountered Kyurem, I don't think you have to catch or... I don't think you have to catch Kyurem or anything like that. Then you can face in. Alright, well, last we can capture one of the cover version legendaries. Let's switch to Flo at the front of the party. And I don't think... interesting face there. I don't think I'm going to try to waste too much time on this. I might throw like a few Ultra Balls or Dust Balls or something, but if that doesn't work, I'm just going to go ahead and use our Master Ball, because at this point we are almost done the game. Not a ton of reasons to save it. Probably won't even encounter many more wild Pokemon in this game, so... Alright, it is a Water and Electric type, so I could use Earthquake, which would be super effective, but at level 79, I'm not sure that would not knock it out, especially if it crits, so... Let's just sort of chip away with some Surfs. Get it to at least below half. I really wish we had like a Sleep move or a Paralyze move or something, although I guess... being electric type, it might not be able to be paralyzed. Alright, well I am a little worried about a critical hit now. And I could use Sledge Bomb, but I'd be worried about it being poisoned, so... And poison does not help with the catch chance, it just makes it eventually die. So, okay, actually we have 2 Master Balls. And we have some Ultra Balls. We don't have any Dust Balls. I guess they don't exist in this game, or I just didn't think to buy any. So what I'll do is I'm going to throw exactly 3 Ultra Balls, and if that doesn't work, I will throw a Master Ball. That's annoying. For a second there I was thinking it was like a guaranteed catch, because I was like, what are the odds that we get it on the very first try? But not 0, especially when it's at a fairly low HP. And I probably could just, you know, sit here and throw these for a while and get it, but... At this point, I think I'm ready to do our last few battles and then move on to a different game. I'll have to make sure we heal before we face N too. And honestly, the battles are the most exciting part for me. Not so much the legendary catching or even using legendaries. I could catch both Zekrom and Kyurem with the Master Balls and fuse them together and all of that. But I feel like if that's something you guys really want to see, there's probably tons of videos on YouTube of Zekrom fusing, so... We already have our full team of 6, no reason to use even a Zekrom or a Black Kyurem. I think we can defeat the remaining opponents with our regular team. Alright, it is time to use one of our 2 Master Balls. Very rarely you'll see me use one of these, because as a classic RPGer, I always like saving them just in case, but this is a good situation to use one. And plus, it's always kind of appropriate to catch a legendary of this caliber in a Master Ball. This legendary Pokemon can scorch the world with lightning and other stuff too. We are not going to name Zekrom. It can learn Fly, which could be useful. It'd be funny using it as just like a HM Pokemon. And there's N. Zekrom has recognized you as the new hero. That's right. As a trainer with a will strong enough to change the world, I have something to tell you. Go to the Giant Chasm. Kyurem has returned. That's what my friend has told me. Uno. The world that you desire for Pokemon and humans, I look forward to seeing how full of love that world is. For a second there, I was wondering who his friend was, but I assume it's actually Zekrom. Someday, Pokemon and humans will be bound together without Pokeballs. They will simply trust and help one another. Make that kind of world. That'd be cool. Alright, so we do have Altaria, and I should be able to fly here because it is a tower. But I think what I'll probably do just to save time is I will head to the Giant Chasm on my own, and I will see you guys again when we get to Kyurem. Alright, welcome back once again. We are here in the Giant Chasm, ready to face Kyurem. I have Boss in the front of the party because we are not going to try to catch Kyurem. I don't think we have to. So we're going to knock him out because it did say, the guide I read said encounter Kyurem. It did not say catch him. So we're going to go right for probably Superpower. Should be super effective, although Glaciate can't be a 1-hit KO move because we're higher level. So what does that do? Not much is the answer. Lowers our speed? Yep. So I guess it's kind of like a ice version of Bulldoze or Rock Tomb. It should probably be a 1-hit knockout. Yeah, Kyurem is very strong when it's Black Kyurem or White Kyurem, when it's fused with Reshiram or Zekrom, but when it's not, it's still strong, but not nearly as strong. Uno, that was Kyurem just now, right? So that's the legendary Pokemon Team Plasma, or should I say Ghetsis, was using. Uno, you're amazing, you've met so many Pokemon. Hey now, your Pokedex should be pretty full, right? I'm sure Professor Juniper will be really happy if you show her. I'm sure she was. And Unova, actually in the whole world, there are so many Pokemon that are waiting to meet you, though. Still, how many Pokemon could there be in all? I think I'll go back to New Vemma and ask Professor Juniper. Well, there's at least 1,000 as of Gen 9, I think we're up to now. And we have the DNA splicers. Alright, well, that's that. I will see you guys once again back at N's Castle. Alright friends, we are back again and finally ready to face N and I believe his summer team. How surprising. I didn't expect you to come here. Well, that is the formula for understanding other trainers, after all. You're okay with a Pokemon battle, right? Good. Alright, about time. And I assume he'll lead with Ninetales, yeah. Ninetales has the ability Drought, which means there will be a sunny day condition, and I think it's indefinite in this generation. I'm not sure if it's indefinite or for 5 to 8 turns. Normally it's 5 turns by default, at least in later gens, but then you can hold an item that increases that to 8 turns, the Heat Rock. Alright, nice neutral matchup here. Let's go with Night Days. This Pokemon is a few levels higher, but it's his, I guess the signature one of this team. And we got the accuracy drop, which is lucky, although did not help us dodge Confuse Ray. So I think rather than risking this, more, let me hear the voice of your Pokemon. We're going to go ahead and just switch out. Alright, against a fire type, well, Ninetales could have Solar Beam. Let's go for it, because I have a strategy here. We have our own Weather Setter, which is kind of mean ruining his entire strategy, but hey. This is a Pokemon battle. Fair is fair. Interesting that Ninetales used Fire Blast against a fire type. I suppose that in the sunlight, it's still the most damage than anything else she had. And apparently Ninetales is a Life Orb, and not a Heat Stone. Alright, but let's use Rain Dance. We could also just go for Earthquake, but I'm thinking we wouldn't be faster. And oh, it does indeed have Solar Beam. Okay, I was kind of afraid of that. So I guess we won't have a chance to use Rain Dance. Alright, well, down goes Flo. Was worth a shot. Lost more due to the Life Orb there. Let's bring in Alton. Because if Ninetales' best moves are fire and grass type, Alton should resist both. And we'll go with Dragon Claw. I could go for Earthquake too. I guess I should have gone for Earthquake there actually. Because Ninetales might be faster. So yeah, I definitely should have gone for Earthquake. I forgot that we're back in a regular battle and our opponents can use potions again. Dragon Claw will not be a knockout at this HP range, as I don't think it will be. Nope, not quite. Alright, I'll go for Earthquake, just in case he uses another full restore. Nope. And yeah, unfortunately he is faster, so I really should use Earthquake there. Just a mistake on my part. Now, hopefully Alton will not be fully confused. Come on, Alton. Ah. Alright, well that's not great. That being said... Alright, what do I think Ninetales is going to use? Solar Beam or Fire Blast? Probably Fire Blast. But I don't know if I want one of my Pokemon to take damage. I also don't want to just, like, have Alton die to Confusion, though. That'd be really annoying. So let's switch in Bassa. So far, this Ninetales is doing a really good job. Okay, finally got a miss. Fire Blast is only 85% accurate, so not too surprised there. And we'll go for Earthquake. That Confuse Ray is so annoying. Alright, come on, let's win the coin flip this time. Nope, once again. Well, I don't really want to lose Bassa either. But I can't just keep switching all day. I guess I could switch in Russ. Wow, that's so much damage in the sunlight. Alright, well, we finally knocked out Ninetales, but our team is not looking too good right now. And Bassa is not super fast, so yeah, we will not be faster than a Rapidash, but I don't know if I want to switch though, because I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could like sacrifice Asper, but Asper could be faster than some of his team, so let's leave in Bassa and see what happens. Flare Blitz will do a ton of damage in the sunlight. But we get a free switch and no more Confuse Rays. Alright, that was not Life Orb recoil, that was just regular recoil. Let's bring in Nim again, because this time we'll be disguised as Alton, which means Rapidash probably won't use Flare Blitz, although in the sunlight it's really hard to say. Are we faster? We are. Ah! That 5% mischance. Well, that is bad luck. And unfortunately, we do not resist that. So that is a lot of damage in the sunlight. Alright, well... we are down to our final two Pokemon, and I'm going to have to hope that most of his team is not going to be faster than Russ here. Otherwise, we could be in trouble. Let's use Earthquake. That should be a knockout. And we are faster. That's good news. Rapidash is fast, as his name implies, but Archeops is a little bit faster. I think Rapidash is 100 base speed. Leafeon, a very strong Pokemon, and a good choice here, but we do have Acrobatics. We also have U-Turn. But I know Leafeon has a pretty good defense stat. I trained one in my Brilliant Diamond playthroughs, so don't think U-Turn would be a knockout, but with the flying... Actually, there was no flying gem, but even so, Acrobatics definitely is. And Arcanine. Yeah, remember him having an Arcanine. Arcanine is one of my favorite Pokemon, probably top 5, and ooh, Intimidate. Alright, that's not good. I do think we're faster though, so we could just switch. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just switch out, and it is still Sunlight, so I guess it is indefinite in this generation. Which explains why he doesn't have a Heat Rock. Let's use U-Turn, because I'm not sure if the Intimidate, even Stone Edge would be a knockout. Arcanine has very good stats. It'd be close. I think it probably would be, but it still has a chance of missing, so let's just get out of here. And I'm going to bring in Asper. Unfortunately, this will probably be as a sacrifice, but you never know. Arcanine might try an Electric Attack. Yes, Wild Charge, okay. I could lie and say I was expecting that, but I really wasn't. Don't know if we're faster or not, but we'll give it a shot. We are faster, okay, so this was definitely the right move then. We are holding the Silk Scarf, so that's a good amount of damage, but Overheat in the sunlight, that's a lot of damage too. That'll definitely be a knockout against Asper. But hey, that's a nice hit, which means we can now use Earthquake instead of Stone Edge, and we don't have to worry about the attack drop. That's a really good combination too, having Overheat on a Pokemon like Arcanine that has both good attack and special attack. because even though his special attack is lowered, he can go with physical attacks like Wild Charge. He might have Flare Blitz. I think one time I did that with my Arcanine, but I didn't teach him a second fire move. I did like Iron Tail and I don't know what else he knew. Dig maybe. I'm not sure what generation this was. Probably a long time ago. All right, Shiftry. So that's good news. Now, Shiftry is actually a bug and dark type. So acrobatics, I think, is still a little more damage because it's 110 base power plus stab. Yeah, so U-turn is close, but acrobatics will still be more damage. And Shiftry is faster, apparently. And Solar Beam, of course, is a one-turn attack, so this is not good. Because now we might be below our Defeatist range. I'm really surprised that Shiftry is faster. Maybe it has a Choice Scarf? Or maybe it's just faster than I remember it being. Luckily, that was still a knockout even after our Defeatist kicked in. Yeah, Shiftry is a Stage 3 Pokemon, or Stage 2, fully evolved, but it is not super strong. All right, let's go for Stone Edge. Maybe we can survive this Solar Beam. It doesn't get stabbed from it. Now, Ninjask is very fast. I'm not surprised that it went first. And yes, we survived. Okay, with a lot more HP than I thought. Ninjask is fast, but it's not very strong. This is 4 times super effective. Ninjask doesn't have the best defenses, so down it goes. And that's it. And is defeated with 2 Pokemon left. Your Pokemon are happy. They are happy to be with you. Well, thank you, En. Very kind to say. I remember something Zekrom told me once. Zekrom and Reshiram are searching for new possibilities by walking alongside humans. Meanwhile, those that live in the wild try to better themselves without relying on anyone else. There are many different Pokemon, and there are different ways of living. That is the true freedom of Pokemon. That is what connects Pokemon to us. I will set off on another journey. There are still many Pokemon in the world I should talk to. And there is also a trainer I want to tell how I feel. Once again, alluding to the player character. But, alright, well, we finally had our battle against En. I think what I'll probably do is end this episode here. And we come back, I'll do a separate episode where we fight En with the other 3 seasonal teams. And maybe if we have time, we'll face Cynthia as well. We'll see how that goes. But that is it for now. So thank you very much for watching. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you guys again in the next episode.